Hello. Give me a second. There we go. Hi. Okay, so something that I wanted to do was just... I'm gonna be doing some building today, but just for my own, like, curiosity and, I guess, entertainment. I want to learn more stuff about Redstone. I got this world, which, if you can tell me, like how to, hold on, if you guys can tell me how to, like, stop from mobs spawning and villages spawning, which, by the way, I don't know if this is a thing, but this is, like, an abandoned village. Is this a thing? I never knew this was a thing. Basically, my what do you call it? Words are hard. The spawn is, like, right here, right? And then I came over here and I saw this and I'm like, there's cobwebs just covering this place. And there's no people here. And so I'm like, is this normal? Is it normal for there just not to be anyone? Or what? Did I do something? Because I tried to get rid of the hostile mobs, and I guess it may have killed something. But I've never seen a village, whether there are people here or not, right? I've never seen a village where there's just cobwebs everywhere. I've never seen that before. Also, if anybody could tell me what the mod is that you can, like, look at a block and, like, right click it or, like, shift click it or, like, something to copy it, so that way, like, if, for example, I want sandstone and it's in my inventory, but, you know, a place of sandstone and I want it, but I gotta go in my inventory and I gotta then click it. You know, if anybody could tell me how to just copy it, or, like, what mod that is, because I'm very curious about that. Anywho, I like this. I've never seen a naturally spawning, like, abandoned village. Look, there's more over here. I don't think these ones are abandoned, though. I do think I killed everything, though, because I was killed. I killed 81 entities that were in my range. And I turned off, like, mob spawning. So, yeah. But, yeah, see, this one has, like, this one has a tree. This one has a freaking town square. What? Hello. This is interesting. I've never seen this before. I did kill it. I'm just gonna keep that in my inventory, because why not? I really did just kill everything that was in existence in this world. But yeah, I've never seen a natural place like that where it's just like, and there's also, like, chests with some stuff in it and whatnot, but I've never actually seen it just be covered in cobwebs like that. That's so new to me. Is it a new thing? That I probably should be asking that, because if it's new, then okay, that makes sense. But I've never seen that before. Nerfin. Well, hello. It's a two-story. No. I'm supposed to be doing redstone right now, but I'm not. And there was a spider over here that I killed. So basically I wanted to stop mob spawning, because every time I do something like this, there's always, like, slime. I don't want that to be my... I want to respawn at spawn. I don't know why. That's the thing with me, is if I have a place like this, I prefer to respawn at the spawn itself rather than at a new place. because then I can do something like this. Okay. Use this one. And then here I am. Creative. Anyways, I ran over all the way this way. And then look at that, new space is spawning. What is this? Oh, it's Lambo. Okay, anyways, I am here not to get distracted, but to test out different types of redstone stuff. Now, the reason why I want to do this is because I want to get better at redstone. I already know a lot of redstone. Well, I know some redstone. I don't want to say a lot. I know some redstone, but I don't really know a lot, and I want to know more. So, because I'm me and I like watching YouTubers, I have a mumbo jumbo video pulled up on my phone, so I'm able to look at that and like revert back to it to just see what I can make. Now, I'm not going to be able to hear it, unfortunately. I might be able to if I grab my earbuds. I have a different redstone testing world, but that has like personal stuff in it, and I say that because it's like the weird stuff. For example, in my redstone world, I have just the hundreds of cats that I mentioned in a previous stream. But okay. Okay, before we go into learning about different contraptions and all that stuff, that fun, good, cool stuff, there's something on my screen. I need to know what every single thing is, all the main stuff, and like what it can do. I know what a lever is. I know what those are. I'm very curious about the catalysts and stuff. That's not the right word. I realized after I said that, I'm like, that's not the right word. You need to say something else. I love these things. Okay. I need to show you because I genuinely love these things. There it is. So this is one of my favorite things ever. And I think it was Good Times with Scar made like a really cool looking, I know I said we were doing redstone, but I mean we technically are, but we're also building. Building blocks. I want shelves. There we go. Jungle shelves. Squeeze me. Oh, I like that. I have this just constantly. Time, set, day. Time, set, noon. Nope, okay. I keep forgetting that I need to click tab and then enter rather than just enter because, yeah. Time, set, noon. There we go. That don't look too bad. That don't look too bad at all. Okay. We're just gonna do some fun little stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, we might want to do it at night, because that makes more sense rather than it being at day. And I also like the fact that this changes to almost look like a sun and moon. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but like it looks like a full moon. To me, it looks like a full moon, and I don't know if anybody else thinks this. I don't think I'm gonna continue to use jungle, but I do think I like it a lot. I can also do this. What was the other thing? If you're curious of what that sound is, I have a hole in between two of my teeth and it's just me blowing air in and out. Something wrong with me. Something really wrong with me. Bruh. Nothing else looks good. Well, maybe a sign. We can get back to Redstone in a moment. Not why. Dye is gonna be yellow, orange, glow. I'm gonna see which one looks better. Oh, I like the orange. This is just me doing my own personal thing. I was curious to see what that looks like. Okay, anyways. Hey, why not? Whoa! Okay, you know what? We're playing around. Stop playing. Okay, anyways. So redstone dust takes power from a power source, which is, for example, redstone torch, to I think 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then I think, yeah. So after 16 here, after 15 here, there's no power. So if I were to, for example, try to place this here, that's not going to work. Try to place it there, well, that's dumb. So that made me angry. Oh, that made me actually very upset. There, it's on. Also, I like the fact that it has like a little red light right there. So yeah, it takes it to the power of 15. The redstone torch is an immediate thing, and it is a power source rather than a thing that you can take it through. Okay. Now there's some other very specific things that I don't really know about, like with redstone. I don't know what this does exactly, what the difference between those things are. All I know is that it doesn't properly send a signal through, I think. It's weird. I honestly don't understand it. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't know. Next up, we have... Put that back. The block of redstone is another... another thing that can power something. For example, this is touching it, so it powers it. This is not touching, so it doesn't power it. But it does not need a source, as it is its own source. I don't actually think I like using them, but I think there's like certain things that you need to have the redstone block. What is other stuff I can quickly grab? This and that. Okay, next up is the repeater. Whenever you have, for example, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. A thing of 4, the power of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You take a redstone repeater, click it that way, it powers it. Now, that's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, because this is here, this line is able to reach to 16 instead of 15. Because this is the repeater takes whatever power is in behind it and just pushing that forward. So, for example, if I were to take these two, that and that, you see how this is lighter now? So now we took out 2, so what was that? 6, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now it comes out to here, rather than being like here. And then it stops. Actually, it goes a little farther. Huh. So apparently I'm wrong, and I'll figure that out later. Why am I wrong? Why am I wrong? I don't like being wrong. I don't like that. Okay, so if this is the power of 15 directly into it. Actually, you know what? I'll keep this here so that way I'm understanding it. If this is the power of 15. This is just pure redstone power. And I take this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hit. Actually, I need to break these. Then I take it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 16. So if I will go to 18. If I take, let's go with this one. Now it's powered. So I was right, I just miscalculated something. I'm just not good at math and counting. Never was good at math. So I'm right. Yeah, it takes the whatever is here. So this is pure redstone. Power, 15. Straight to this one. Then it's 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't get it. Why am I wrong? Okay, maybe I'm misunderstanding something, but that's okay. The point still stands of I was technically right in my explanation of this takes whatever power is behind it and just pushes it through. It does not change or does not need to take power from it. The comparator, I don't understand. Also, if you need, for example, with this one, let's go with this. I think it's that. Nope, that way. Then I think it's that way. Something on. I need to remember how to make a clock. Okay, well that just powered it, period. This is why you make videos before you actually talk about stuff, because you don't know what you're talking about half the time. I've made a clock before. Why am I being so dumb? I've made a clock a ton of times. Just on my own, I've made them. this is going to kill me because I know I think I messed up something, but I don't know what because I've made this 100 times. Redstone clock. I think it's called like the etho clock is what I've seen people call it before. I was right. I just clicked the wrong thing. I put the torch, not torch. I put the okay. I'm right. Okay, I know I'm right. I just put it in the wrong spot. So yeah, I know what I'm doing half the time. I think it's that way. It might be one off. Yeah, no, that's right. And then I take that. Nope. Still not right. I don't understand what I'm doing. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong because that's what it told me. That's good. Okay, Mumbo, save me. Save me. Clock. Surface then. Okay, you know what, Mumbo? I don't think you're doing what you're doing either. Don't tell me that. Where is this friggin' redstone? I know what. I know it. I know how to do this. No. Dang, a video from 12 years ago came up on my thing. 25 redstone circuits that you'll need to know. Whoa, clocks. That's a hopper clock. I don't need a hopper clock. A bit late, but I'm here now. Hi! I'm struggling. Okay, so Google led me astray and Mumbo hopefully didn't. I am trying to do redstone and I'm trying to remember how to do a clock, right? That goes that way. This one goes, yeah, this one goes this way. And then you need another block there, that, and then the lever. Just turn it off. See, I know how to make a clock. I was close. I knew you needed 2 repeaters. This is how you make a clock. And then to connect it to something, I'm not 100% sure. If I do, yeah. Wee. I'm going back and forth. Okay, so I remembered how to make a redstone. Oh, I remembered. I didn't remember. I had to ask Mumbo Jumbo. So yeah, I was close. I knew what I was doing. Okay, so I know a little bit of redstone, as you can tell. A very, very, very small amount of redstone. We can come back to clocks later. Now this one, I'm not sure I understand. It's called monostable circuits. Oh, wait. I know what a monostable circuit is. I remember. Okay, let me try to do it without... You know, I should find a way to, like... Well, if I do that, I would have to... Oh, redstone was always too difficult to me, but I don't know if I'll try to build anything with my... Okay, so that's my thing. That's what I want to do, is I want to... Once I get the idea of what I'm doing, I'm gonna need some form of this. Green. Okay, boop. Now this one. No. Here. And basically what I want to do is nope, wrong way. It's that way. Is it? Yeah, I think so. And then button. Okay, well I need a sticky piston, not that one. Because it needs to come back. Am I crazy? This is a monostable circuit. It's used to like send only one signal through. I think I'm doing this right. It was doing it a second ago. Yeah, there we go. It's right, it's right. I just didn't see it when it went off. There we go. So now, if I take this, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't have anything. The bulb. Take that. And then I click this. It'll flash. See? I remember what these are. So basically, this redstone, so basically the button, triggers this, which then sends a signal to this. Once this is open, it'll send, not only does it send a signal down, but it also sends a signal out. So once this, I think you can make this, what's a see-through block that I can use? Maybe glass could work, because I think glass is a see-through block. There we go. Let's screw this up. Yep, see? It needs to go through it. And I'm confused as to why this doesn't. But it's not sending the signal now. Interesting, interesting. So I guess wool is the best thing for it. I'm doing this to help me understand redstone and like trial and error type thing. I triggered it. Oh! Oh! Ha, ha. That turns on and off. So the light. What? Wait, I hate that. Stop. I'm learning. We're learning together. If I put a button here, that button turns it off. But it sends the red dot on here indicates whether or not there is a redstone signal being directly powering into this. At that moment, this turns it on and it stays on until it is powered once again to turn off. Oh my god! Wait, okay, so now that's with the copper bulb. This one I don't think has that same reaction. No, it turns off the moment the redstone power is removed. That's so cool. So the bulb, the lamp and the bulb are two very different things. I thought they were just trying to use copper for something. And they didn't know what to do, so they just went like, let's make more lights. That's so interesting. Oh, that's gonna bother me now. Oh my god. We're learning. Okay, well that's good to know. There's two different types of bulbs and lights. Okay, well now I'm curious about the difference between these if there was the daylight sensor. Now, if you don't know what a daylight sensor is, basically it's a what do you call it, like a solar panel that will trigger using redstone power to do something. So, for example, daylight sensor, redstone. It doesn't need to be directly on it. So if that's on there, right? That's triggering it. And then I take that off. It doesn't need it! But what if I put it back on? It turns it off. This is going to be weird. Okay. Wait, let me on it! I can't put a button on top. That would be really cool. I was really hoping I could put like a button on it. That's so cool. They work differently. Okay. And that flashes rather than turns on and off. Now out of curiosity, I suck. Out of curiosity, I suck. Oh my god. Can this trigger redstone? Can the lamp itself trigger redstone? No. Can the bulb trigger redstone? I don't think so. I'm just testing out a bunch of different stuff to see something. Just to like learn a little bit more. No. Okay. But it stays on. That's so cool. I never knew. Okay. The more you know. That's so cool. So this is a monostable circuit. It basically sends like 1 tick or like half a tick, something like that, through after this is, it's basically, okay, redstone power is from this button. It sends the power through the redstone here. Can you still trigger that? Apparently it can. Does it still trigger this? Still go through? No. Okay. I have no idea why you do this. I don't understand that. It is so confusing to me. Anyways. So the power, the power from the button, the electricity, goes through here. I think it can go down. I'm gonna check on that real quick. So like, I didn't mean to click that. 1, 2. We're gonna go bulbs and then lamps. Button. What could it trigger? Only across there. It does not go diagonal. Can it trigger above? Can it trigger to the side? Okay, yeah, so it triggers in this type of way. So if you take that image, right, and you bring it over here, that is not only triggering this, it's triggering out, but it's also triggering down. So whenever it triggers down, it triggers here. And then that goes through this. As you can see, the redstone can go through the wool. Wool is like a clear thing. I don't understand the difference between this, and this, even though this is see-through. I don't know why. I don't understand. Maybe it's because it's not see-through and it's a full block. I don't get it. Point is, this goes through here. It is being sent through here. Now, redstone. Yeah. My brain had a buffering moment there. We're gonna go cover. Looks like I'm making a thing. Redstone button. Yeah, so the redstone doesn't directly power above it. I like the sound of the button coming up. I don't know why, but I love that. So does it power through the one it's on? Okay. Now if I were to do this. Interesting. So I'm not understanding a thing. Anyways, this triggers this. It goes through here. Once this is moving, that cuts off the power. So this does a little flicker. You know what? I'm going to change my settings really quickly. It's not what I want to do. It's not what I want to do. I'm going to go to... I hate playing with this much space in my... Oh, it's so weird and jarring, but I need to do this so that way you guys can see this. So basically, this will trigger the thing, it'll go through, and it'll cut off. So this is like half a second. Half a tick. Oh, well, if I actually put the redstone down, then maybe it'll work. It'll be half a tick, or a tick, full tick, I don't know. Yeah, that's like a full tick. So that is an automatic thing, and then it turns off. Now if you have some here, we have just learned that it stays on because it's like a lever. It's like a lever. I know I'm repeating the same things over and over and over again. Just this is how I learn. It's like that's so interesting. Oh my goodness. I'm keeping these here because I want to like revert back to these to see the difference between them. Yeah. Anyways, so we got there. We figured out two things here. We got a monostable circuit. I don't remember what it was called. Or a version of one, and then we got a hopper clock. Not a hopper clock, a regular clock. There's different types. Click. Flashing light. And then I think you can make it... Yeah. You can make it longer. Yeah, it's really cool. I've always loved Redstone. I think I've just been like that type of person that just likes tech. If I don't understand something, I like to understand it, and this is something I don't understand and I would like to understand. Yeah. Let's clear inventory. What other redstone can we figure out? The target is another thing I don't quite understand. What can we trigger? I don't... Oh, I need to change this. I need to change this back. Get back to normal. I think I usually had this at like 60, but I started getting used to having it at normal instead. Anyways, so the target, I think it's a... Very simple thing. You shoot it, and that goes on. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna do a little fun here, and we're gonna see what I can do instead. So we gotta keep both of those. How do we make this? Yeah. So if I do this, the power is that. That's the power. Maybe. Okay, so it's still going even like that. So I need to figure out a way. Okay, then go over and stop recording like that. to be powering this. Right? That's what it needs to do. That's got to be going this way. And that one's... Nope, right in the wrong spot. That's got to be going this way. There. Right? And then... Getting a phone call. And it says potential spam. Or scam. Spam? Scam. I don't know what else. What do you think I played in Minecraft? Okay, let's get this one. Good intact. Put in the leader. Streaming duct. And then we got to get this torch in there. Because this is a burnout thing. Okay, so if I put this here, have that on. Interesting! I figured it out! I figured it out! Okay, now I need to test something. Can it work here too? Let me turn that off. Does it still work? It does. Okay, so we don't technically need this. Do we need this block? No, we don't. Do we need redstone? Redstone? To extend it? Okay, we should not have the redstone there. Because if we have the redstone there, it actually sends signal back into this and then it sends it back out. Okay. So now, humoring me, the reason I'm testing all this stuff is because I have been watching a little SMP called Hermitcraft. Now, I don't know if you know what that is. It's a really cool place. I really like it. I like watching the different people there and the different type of talent that people have. Some people are great at building. Some people are great at redstone. Some people are great at both. Some people are great at what's called buildstone, which is like a mix of redstone and building. And like you use the building in the redstone. And it's really cool. Honestly, it's really, really, really cool. It helps give motion and like, I don't know what the right word is, but it makes it look cooler on your stuff, right? So I am talking too much and my throat hurts. Now, the reason I like really like watching it is because of how many people can just do everything. And there's one game that I was very curious about that they built on the server, and it's a shooting game. And basically, you have, I think it was 3 seconds to shoot all 6 targets, right? This isn't the right thing, but that's what it is. You basically had to shoot every single target with somewhat accuracy. And if you did it within, I think it was 3 seconds, it could be wrong about that. I think it was 3 seconds, and you'd win a prize. Cool, whatever. But what got me was that it was built like this. You had to click, you had to shoot these, right? But you also had the lamp that was next to it, that was correlating with this. And it was like, it was called a hopper clock. I think that's what he had. Not that. He used a hopper clock. I'm using something different. But basically, he used a clock to keep the light on longer. So that way, people had more time to do stuff. I don't know how to make a hopper clock yet. Actually, I do. I just don't remember. Something that I really want to do, I just want to quickly say this. I kind of want to put a face cam on. I don't have a face cam, like a webcam. I have my laptop that I have a camera on, but the reason I want to do it is because I don't move a lot in Minecraft, but I talk with my hands IRL. Like, I don't know why it is like that, but I always like to talk with my hands. And it's just, yeah. My watch is telling me that it's time to stand, and I don't think that's going to be possible at the moment. Anyways, that's just a side note. I kind of want to figure out that at some point. So, the reason I was doing this was not just because of that shooting game, but he also has like a working casino, like a working slots machine, which is insane to me. Excuse my coughing. Dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm coughing. Me and my partner have both been really sick lately. Not like sick, but like not feeling the best. But because he made like working slot machines, I've always been interested in Redstone. As I mentioned earlier, it's been one of my favorite things to learn about, just overall. But it's just like, I want to learn more. I want to learn more. Also, I am just like hyper. I'm hyper aware of the time because I found out, I think it was yesterday, that one of my favorite streamers is going to be playing a game. And he's going to be playing the Backrooms with some of his friends. And I am hyper aware at the time because he said that he was going to start playing whenever I'm streaming. And I'm like, no. And then I was like, wait, I could stream earlier today. And I'm like, no, that's going to screw up my entire schedule for today. Because if I stream earlier, then all of this different stuff happens. You might not be able to join. I might not be able to stream as long. And it's just this whole thing. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So now I'm just like hyper aware of it, and it's making me kind of sad. Not gonna lie. But I have the other reason for that is I've never played the Backrooms, and I don't even know what it's gonna be. I've also never watched the movie. Oh, speaking of movies, I think you could just tell that I have ADHD. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, speaking of movies, the last stream that you were here, I mentioned Project Hail Mary. I looked into it a little bit more, and I kind of think I'm gonna watch it this week. Not in theaters. I think I'm able to watch it on Amazon. I need to check that out. But I think I'm going to be watching that this week because it seems like a very, very interesting movie, and I think I would love it. But I'm asking because we mentioned it I mentioned it the last time, and I was interested to hear if you had looked into it anymore. Project Hail Mary. Yeah, you can watch it. Watch what? Okay, Project Hail Mary. Ryan Gosling's Project Hail Mary apparently is number 1 where I'm living to watch. You can watch it on Amazon, right? But then when I looked it up, and a new movie how long is it? It's called Project Hail Mary, Watch Rocky Sleep. I don't know who Rocky is. I think it's the creature that Ryan Gosling's character Grace is like hanging out with. And the description is quite literally, Rocky Sleep, you watch, question, settle in and relax to Project Hail Mary's original motion picture score by Daniel, however you say his last name. I don't know which one's the real movie now. What? Also, have you seen Cheap Detectives? Apparently it's really good. It has what's his face, Hugh Jackman in it. And I don't know, I don't know if I want to watch it. I don't know. My nose is running. Okay. So something else, let me go back to the video that I had pulled up. Something else that I wanted to learn, obviously, was there's monostable circuits, which I know how to make. Then there's the hopper ones. Interesting, which come in very often, a couple seconds, and hit the button. Okay, well, let's try building that one. Let's try building that one. Oh yeah. I'm going to clear that out. I like using yellow more than I like using any other color. And then lime green. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I burped and it hurts my chest. Use a dropper, a hopper. That's just an iron block. Okay, just an iron block. I was like, what else is there? Because that's it looks very interesting. Okay, so we have this, right? I don't know which way the dropper is being sent. Okay, it's sent up. It's standing up. Nope, that's going to bother me. Nope, that's going to bother me. Why are you facing this way? I hate that. And that, and then I think it was this way. And then you have to put something in here. Okay. It was incorrect. Nope. So this. Interesting. So it's a very quick thing, but it still has a tick. So I don't know if it makes any sense. Monostable circuits are basically how to send a tick, which is like one, I guess you could call it 1 second in Minecraft. There's an actual time for it. I don't remember how long it actually is. No, you should use the other one instead. Now I understand why people only use the copper bulbs for certain things. Okay, that's not sending anything. If I have this, it's done. Nope, it's done. Also not sending anything. Why is it not sending anything, guys? It's not sending anything. It's not doing it. Why ain't it doing it? Why is there 2 blocks in my... I mean, I got the thing right. It's really just those few blocks. But I don't understand. Okay, he doesn't explain it. How you get this to work. I mean, it's working. Maybe it needs to go from the hopper? No, because the hopper immediately sends it down. Okay. I also know that there's like a way to make a hopper clock, which I really want to learn how to do. I want to remember how to do it because I know how to do it. We're going to remember together. I say knowing full well that you don't do redstone. Button. Nope. Button. Nope. Redstone. Nope. Okay, how do I make a hopper clock and this is going to kill me now? I think the most common one is a hopper clock. I remember why I can't make a hopper clock like this freaking dude is because look at this. I'm going to be very, very disappointed if it works after me showing this. Okay, so he does that and then he takes a comparator and he points it this way. Right, and then he takes. Come on, show me. I'm getting mad. And he takes it, connects it. I already did that. Put the comparator that way, and then he puts one thing in here, right, and so it sends it back and forth. And then, supposedly, to be able to turn it off, you're supposed to be able to put this in here. Oh my god, I'm clicking the wrong button. I can't put it on top. I can't do it. It won't work. And he's like, oh, you can put it on top. Now, to his credit, I think this video is like many years old by now, so I think there's like some things that got updated. Yeah, this video is like 9 years old, so to his credit, it's not always gonna work like that, I understand. So you have to like kind of have it here, or I think if you have it going this way, I think if you take it and you do that, yeah, that also turns it off. This is still being sent back and forth, but it's removing the signal that this is creating, so that way it's not blinking this. So if I were to turn this back off, I don't get it. Well, that's working. Because it's the power of 1, 2. It has 1 thing in it. So it's only being sent out with 1. Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it now. That makes sense. Sort of. And then you just remove the item to also turn it off. But also you can just queue. And then set it down to turn that on and off. So that's a hopper clock. One of my least favorite things. But I still wanted to remember how to do it. So I was close. I was so close. Okay, yeah, so that was my issue. It just doesn't send a signal far enough for it to actually do too much. So if I do this, I do a repeater there, redstone, and then maybe a light. How long can I take it? That works! That works! Yeah, okay, so it's literally just, it's going to take some extra stuff, not compared to that, to be able to do something like this. So what you would need to do is take the redstone, you need to take that, you make, I think a repeater there, I think you can do that, and that, and then, I don't know if it's going to be 3 or 2, might be, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, as you can tell. So I would need the redstone first. And then maybe a repeater here. Then if I put that there. Yep, okay, that works. That works. Put that there, redstone. Does this work? It does. Okay. How far can I take it before it runs out? I think this is the farthest. I mean, that one was the farthest. No! Okay, so it can go out to 4. So, can I go 1 more? Wait a minute. That's literally just what you need to do. Okay. How far out can this go? I don't know how much that is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, wait, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe. Nope. Could be wrong. We'll count it when we come back. That works! That worked! Okay, so updated, copper monostable circuit is this. You need, yes, these few components, but you also need redstone and a repeater. And then however much more redstone you need to fit wherever you need to light up something. See? So I just did redstone. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy. I just did redstone. I love it. I love it. Suck it, Mumbo. I'm sorry. I'm aggressive today. I don't know why. My iPad's gonna die. Okay. So I don't, as of right now, I'm not going to be bringing anything like this into my survival world, but yeah, I'm really happy with how this has turned out, because I just did redstone. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself. I'm chill, I'm calm, I'm okay. You have no idea how proud I am. You have no idea how proud I am. Because not only did I do this, but I also looked at the problem, figured it out, and was able to basically just like change it, but still make it make sense. Instead of constantly using just redstone everywhere, you know, I made it work. I made it work, and I'm so proud of myself. Why is my voice going so high? I'm so proud of this. Dude, I'm so proud of this. Oh my god. Okay, I'm crying. I'm not joking. I'm literally tearing up. This is fine. Okay, next thing. My nose is so stuffy. No T flip-flops. I don't know what a T flip-flop is, but we'll learn. T flip-flops and make a sticky piston right for them. So therefore we got a one-tick monostable circuit. Where's my monostable circuit? This. So we're gonna copy that. Also, if this is boring, I am so sorry. I am genuinely so sorry. Redstone. This. That. And then he has a sticky piston. Another block, which I'm just gonna take these. I think that's all. I think that's all he uses. So, and that's all I need for this. Yeah. Okay, so then a T flip-flop, which, let's see if we can do this. I think it's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, I was wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Don't tell anybody I did that. I was that bad at counting. I still could be very wrong of how much that is. So redstone. It's a cross. Ooh, probably shouldn't show that like that. Oops. Okay, so yellow, and then sticky piston, then the yellow. He's using iron blocks. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. I also don't know why colors are weird on my iPad. I could be wrong. Do the colors on your screen look kind of dull? Because the colors on my computer are very, very bright, and I don't know if that's just me and my settings or what. Maybe if I turn on True Hue on my iPad? No, True Tone? It's called True Tone, not True Hue. Learn. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, then he takes these stuff and make a tea flip-flop. Not what I want to do. Okay. Redstone. Button. That was the only thing I forgot was a button. I was off by one. I was off by one. Okay. Am I close enough? Why didn't it take it back? Is wool not a good thing for that? Okay, let's try terracotta. Dude, my ears are ringing so hard. It's not working. You are a sticky piston, right? That is what you are. Okay, you're clearly not. You're an imposter and I don't understand. It pulls it back, but it doesn't pull it back over here for some reason. Is that how it's supposed to be? If that's how it's supposed to be, I'm gonna be very, very upset. I look very stupid. Don't make me look stupid. I look stupid. That's how it's supposed to be. I look stupid. Dismiss. Try that again. So he clicks it twice. Does that. And does it again to pull it back. I feel dumb. I feel dumb. I feel dumb. Okay, well, at least we now know that I'm not the world's best redstoner, apparently. Well, I don't think anybody ever thought that in the first place. Anyways. Oh! I look back at my phone and the captions say, a slightly more compact and silent design, and it's just got like a bunch of hoppers and stuff. Okay. Just because it's silent doesn't mean it's good. And it's easy. And I honestly don't care about the sounds of stuff. That's why I'm honestly skipping over stuff like that, because I don't care if it's quiet. I just care if it works. Now that one is odd. That one looks complicated, and I really want to try and understand it. However, I want to quickly look at this a little more in depth. I never understood why he put the redstone here. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little bit of fun. Okay, now this gets pushed out to here. And then it grabs it again and pushes it there. So if I had, let's just simply say another one of these. Lose my mind. Will it work if it's doubled? Oh, let's put the wool on there first. Put the wool over your ash. No, it does not. It does not trigger this one. Okay. So that does not trigger upwards. Can it trigger down to where we could build this up? That is a repeater. A sticky piston. Wool. Redstone. And a button. And over here, there's... Nope. Sorry if you hear anything, my partner is on the phone. So, if that can go up, can it do this? It can! Okay, I'm calm. We're calm. we're relaxed. I feel so cool. Yes, because this is the most normal thing that you can see. Anyway. Now, just imagine this is like a wall, you know? Or like a bookshelf or something is here. Many bookshelves are here. Maybe I should do that. Look. Bookshelves. And then it doesn't do anything. Sick. That's really cool, you know? Are bookshelves not movable? I don't think those ones are, I guess. Are these ones movable? Those ones are. So, like, imagine a bookshelf in a library. Just like, you know, imagine you're just here and you're like walking around and it's like, oh look, a little that looks ugly. Look, an ugly bookshelf. Nobody would even dare thinking about coming over here. Bam! Is a secret door. Now, my only thing is, how do I make that smaller? How would I do that? Can I change the angle in which this is facing? So like, for example, nope. Yes. Okay. So yeah, it's as simple as that. I think if I were to do something like, say, this, right? And I take the bookshelves from there. Wow, an even uglier looking thing. If I were to do this, that pushes those out. So what I would need to do is, we're getting technical here. Those need to basically, these need to grab the bookshelves from here, right there, and nope, take the bookshelves from here, push a sticky piston that's facing this way, trigger that, so that might actually, could I trigger it? This way? I don't think so. We're gonna go there, then there. We are not being compact whatsoever, but we're being smart. Let's see what this does. Boop. Boop. This needs a trigger after that. I don't know how I would make that work. I'm still proud of the fact that I could just make this. The most ugly thing I've ever seen in my life. Ugh! Why does it look like a helmet? Why does it look like what? You know, people make it looks so much worse. People make like faces and stuff. I just made a helmet. It's like a gladiator helmet. Anyways, I'm very proud of myself. Now, I'm taking this, right? Taking this redstone. Going there, there, incorrect, there, and there. If I put a thing there, and a button, I don't know why I'm using these. It looks so bad. Okay, so what we need to do. Alright, we're gonna move this all over here because I know what I have now. I just need to actually make it. I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, okay, now the pistons need to connect here, there, and do that. Now we're going to build around this rather than trying to build the thing around the redstone shelves. I'm being more fancy than I need to. Why are you doing this? What are you doing? Okay, and then hopefully I can just have a button here or here. That's fine if that's not it. Okay, now redstone. And click, it pushes that. Push that. Okay, so the redstone needs to go around this way. And not through that. Good, it does not trigger it whatsoever. That is exactly what we need to see. Okay, I think I'm gonna be ending stream soon. I've been live for how long? And I had to use the restroom and my throat is killing me. Okay. No! I've done the thing that everybody hates. No. Where's the other one? If I get, I think I saw somebody do this, or this. Ooh, the gold nuggets are so much better. Ooh, what? No. You know what? Just stop. Yeah, I like the gold. Anyways, we got this stuff that we seriously just do not need. What if I use this one? Oh, I don't like that. What about that? That could be cute if you like learn how to do it right, which I don't. Same thing with that one. That could be cute. I think people would lose their minds if they saw you using a heart of the sea on something like this. Resin. Dude, resin is just pretty. Resin is just a pretty clump. So pretty. So pretty. Ooh, a nether star. Oh, now that is pretty. We're getting all stuck on stuff we don't need to think about. Okay? We're trying to get this to be moved back. Okay, we're gonna move this back, and then we're gonna go here, here, and here. Now, to have a monostable circuit, you need, let me see if that's going to trigger a piston in the way that I want it to. No, it doesn't do it fast enough. Here, it did it fast enough. So we do need to have the flip-flop, not the monostable circuit. So that way it's like half a tick almost. Okay. So this is going to pull. Just realized I need this actually back here. And then so it's gonna push it. I don't want it to push it, I want it to pull it. So triggering that, no, triggering, no. It's going to pull it this way, right? And then we're going to trigger this one. So we can't have that there. Am I ever going to use this? Probably not, to be honest with you. But I want to do it because I think it could be fun. It's my thing. I genuinely think it could be fun. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, I didn't move with it. Why not? Why did you move before but not now? So this is the thing, I need to learn how to do doors. My throat is so sore. I might have to... I genuinely might have to end stream because my throat is hurting right now. I think I'm gonna make me some tea for it. I wanted to play survival though. Okay, yeah, no. Based off of that voice crack that just happened, I'm ending. That and my, I can't. This is very uncomfortable. Alright, well. I think I gonna kill me because I know how to do doors and stuff. I'm just not the best at it. But unfortunately, I am gonna have to end because my throat. I am telling you, me and my partner both have just been feeling something. Like, it's been hurting us. I don't get it. I don't understand. Today was a bit of a shorter stream, unfortunately. Usually I would stream for like 2 hours, but I need tea. I need something for my throat because it's hurting. I think I have some medicine I can take because it was already starting to hurt before the stream, and now I've talked so much that I've basically just ruined my throat. So yeah, that sucks. But I do still, what is it, Tuesday? Yeah, I do still want to stream on Thursday. I tried something new today, technical wise, and it seemed to work out for me pretty well, if I'm being honest. But thank you so much for being here, Maxie. I don't know if you're still here. If you are, thank you for always just coming to the streams. Even if you don't really care for it, just thank you. Really. You're probably my biggest motivation to just keep streaming, because as much as I enjoy it, because I really do enjoy it, it's just having somebody actually here watching and actually listening to it, I guess just makes me happy. Makes me feel like this can be something more than just a hobby. But thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna go ahead and end stream now. I have to go to the restroom, make some tea, maybe take some medicine. Oh, definitely take medicine. I cannot breathe through my nose at all. But I will see you guys hopefully on Thursday if I am not sick. Goodbye.